Job chapter 38, because I think this is so appropriate, as Steve and I were talking about it. It does make you think of this passage in Job where Job brings these accusations against God. Job was this righteous guy, and Job's friends were accusing him of actually, well, to have these bad things happen in your life, terrible things, you must have done a lot of sins. But what are we told in the book of Job? Job was the most righteous man on the face of the earth. But Job is saying to God, what? This isn't fair. This isn't right. I've been righteous. I've served you.
But Randy, what did he lose? What was his pain? What was Job's
Well,
pain?
he lost so many things. He lost members of his own family. He lost all his wealth. He lost everything that he owned. And then he says, so then the Lord spoke to Job out of the storm, and he said, who is this that obscures my plans with words without knowledge? What he's saying is, Job, I get it that you're in pain. Mm-hmm. And God doesn't strike him down for questioning. And you get that? God will not strike you down for asking him questions. What God does expect you to do is listen to his answers. And you may say, well, I'm not so sure about this answer, but here it is. Mm-hmm. He says, brace yourself like a man, Job. I will question you, and you shall answer me. In other words, let's kind of reverse this. I'm the creator, you're the creature. Okay, so how about I ask you some questions? Where were you when I laid the earth's foundation? Who marked off its dimensions? Surely you know, Job. Who laid its cornerstone when I made the universe, when I made the earth? While the morning stars sang together and all the angels shouted for joy. Joy of the creation of God. Who shut up the sea when I fixed the limits for it and set its doors and bars in place when I said to the sea, to the oceans, this far you may come and no farther. Is that true of every tsunami, every tidal wave? Yes, it is. Here is where your proud waves halt. I am in control of my creation. You go, but God, then, wait a minute. Why would you allow all this stuff? And then he says to Job, have you ever given orders to the morning? Come, morning, sun, rise. Or shown the dawn its place? Have the gates of death been shown to you? Have you comprehended the vast expanses of the earth? Tell me if you know all this, Job. Surely you know, for you were already born. You have lived so many years. If you ever want a biblical basis for sarcasm, this is the passage. This is God being sarcastic. I mean, he's saying, oh, teach me, Job. I have so much to learn from you. Or maybe I don't. Maybe it's you that better learn from me. And so when we question God, it's okay to question him. But then with humility, let's listen to God and let's trust God and have faith that maybe he has some answers to those questions.